Well, good evening and happy Monday, everyone. My name is Sharon Rankin, and I'm zooming in from Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm so excited that you have chosen to be with us for our team call, our Mission Possible call every Monday night when we come together. It really is to remind us and to hone in on our mission, which is inspiring healthy living around the world. And the mission of our the Mission Possible team, that's what we are a part of, is a the mission statement of our team is that we are a growing team, and we are growing, of inspired individuals who are ambassadors and agents for change and dedicated to creating a healthier life for as many as possible. So you guys are doing that beautifully every single day. We have so many resources to help us do that. And every week when we come together, in addition to reminding us of our mission, but it's to help us with our skills and cast vision and build belief and so many things that help us be better and grow in our business at what we're doing. And so tonight we are so pleased to have a very special friend, not just a special speaker, but a special friend. And really, Nila Mason doesn't necessarily need an, an announcement or to anybody, to most of you, because from the Midwest especially, you know Nila and you've had the pleasure of working with her and seeing her. But I just want to share a little bit about Nila. I can give you lots of facts and figures, but I'll also share some of my own personal journeys and experiences with Nila. Nila has actually been with the Juice Plus Company for 32 years. So she's got some great longevity in history. And even before, she's very accomplished in our business and has lots of recognitions. And I'll tell you about that in just a minute. But even before coming to the Juice Plus Company, 32 years ago, Nila was already a very accomplished woman, and she brought those skills and talents and abilities and leadership to this business and community. She taught English, high school English, for 10 years rather, and for 6 years, she worked with the Chamber of Commerce in Washington, D.C. And there she was recognized with all kinds of top honors and nominated for Who's Who of American businesswomen. So lots of accomplishment. And then Nila joined us 32 years ago and really never looked back. I've watched Nila grow and build her business and encourage others. But she's been recognized repeatedly within the Juice Plus Company for all kinds of recognition. I know in 2001, I remember these things well, at the Eltons, Nila was nominated for the Organizational Development Award. And then in 2002, when we still called it the Children's Health Study, well,
Sharon, you're muted.
muting myself. I don't know. Somebody's unmute. Somebody's muting me. Don't mute me. Okay, let's hope this goes. Anyways, Nila has trained in boot camps, regionals, main stage conference, and so many different places. Very special and highly sought after for all kinds of trainings. And I remember Nila training at the Branson Boot Camp, one of the first ones that we hosted, and just what an experience that was. And so Nila, it's been a privilege to work with you over these years. And Nila had in her bio that she likes to do a lot of things, because I've done some of these things with her, like whitewater rafting. I have not done snow skiing with you, but sailing, traveling, cooking. And she said entertaining, and which I know firsthand, and spoiling her nieces and nephews. And I got a tickle of that, because Nila not only spoils her nieces and nephews, she spoils anyone who comes within her sphere of influence. That has been my experience. That we've stayed in, Dave and I have had the privilege of staying with Nila several times in her home in Kansas City. And we have always learned so much from you, Nila. I've learned a lot from you over the years, and you've just been a great friend as well. So welcome, Nila Mason, to come and share. And Nila, I'll just say we had this wonderful time at the what was called the Elite Travel thing, whatever we did back a couple years ago, and we had a blast doing that. So thank you, Nila, for joining us tonight and sharing with us.
Well, thank you so much, Sharon, for inviting me. It's quite an honor to be asked. And you have been a mentor of mine for years. I've learned so much from you, and I just really appreciate what you've done and who you are and what great leaders you and David are. So thanks to you. So anyway, I am so pumped and excited to talk with all of you tonight. Sharon said, what should you call your talk? And I said, seize the sizzle, because we are so excited. We are just on fire with our business. And I could not be more pumped, more excited than I am right now, because we are doing things that we've never done before in our company, learned some things. We're moving so fast. So what I want to share with you tonight is timing, and then some of the success tips that I have learned along the way. And I'll have to tell you, when I was a high school English teacher in Iowa for 10 years, the next year I was only going to be making $15,000 a year. And my goodness, anybody, you do not have to settle. I am a high maintenance woman. I wanted more money than that. I like facials. I like pedicures. I like housekeepers. I like to travel. I like to have fun. So I went and decided, well, maybe I need another degree. Got a master's degree in social work at the University of Missouri in Columbia. Did an internship here in Kansas City. The economy was much like it is today. Couldn't find a job in that area. Tenured people were being laid off. So I answered an ad in the paper, got a job with the U.S. Chamber, was with them for 6 years, as Sharon said. But I would have to go out on Monday, come back on Friday, and I wasn't creating many friends or relationships here. I did get up to $60,000 a year, and I thought, oh my gosh, Nila, you have arrived. Well, that was short-lived, because I started making more money than my boss, and he didn't like it. So he cut my territories in half. So there comes a time in your life when you have to just put your foot down and say, enough is enough. I'm meant for more. And that's when I found this company. I was 41 years of age in May 31st, 1988. So I know you're clicking and you are totaling up. How old is this woman? Well, yes, I am a fossil, but it's a good day when I can wake up and fog a mirror. So anyway, what I want to share with you is a little bit more about why I'm saying seize the sizzle. And it's all about the timing. So let's take a look at what we've got our hands on. You've heard that phrase, strike while the iron is hot. Seize the day. I don't regret the things I've done. I regret the things I didn't do when I had the chance. So what are we all about? What's the Juice Plus company all about? We offer solutions. Not only with our Juice Plus and our Complete and the bars and our Tower Garden, but we offer solutions with our business, our Juice Plus virtual franchise. So we have got what people are looking for now. They want to be healthier and they don't know how. They're looking for a home-based business and they don't know which are the best ones. So let's take a look at timing in particular. People are questioning the safety of their food. When you go to the grocery store, don't you kind of wonder how many people have touched that apple or that orange or whatever? And when you think about the process of irradiation for preservation of food in supermarkets, it really artificially ripens the food. It also alters the chemical structure. It reduces the nutrient levels, the visual, the smell, the taste. They're not as good as when just picked off a tree. And the typical preservation of time and food at supermarkets, we're paying a pretty penny for a lot of food that's really pretty old. And you can see the sign over on the right-hand side. I've been told when there's a bumper crop of apples in the state of Washington, that's what we get here in the Midwest about 5 years later. Have you ever wondered why you crunch into an apple and there's really no juice running down your chin? It's because the apple's old. And people are also realizing the connection between eating lots of fruits and vegetables and good health. They are connecting the dots. So we have got our hands on fresh, vine-ripened fruits, vegetables, berries, and we know they're safe, and we've got all the 40-plus studies behind them. But let's take a look at the timing of what's going on in business. Amazon bought Whole Foods, not Kroger, Hy-Vee, or Price Chopper. I wonder why. People are wanting real fruits and vegetables, not canned goods so much. And when we're taking a look at Fortune 500 companies from 1955 to 2017, you know what? Only 60 companies appear in both lists. 9 of every 10 are gone because of mergers, acquisitions, downsizing, a whole lot of market disruption. Our company's been around 50 years and we're getting stronger and better every day, every week, every month, every year. Just recently, our country plunged into its first recession in 11 years. Consumer spending, the very biggest part of our economy, declined at a rate of almost 35% during our second quarter. You know what's been going on. Businesses are closing. And as a result of the COVID-19 virus, many businesses have gone bankrupt. Employees are sent home, working from home on furlough. And because of reduced or no employment, many people are looking for a home-based business or a side gig, not just in America, but around the world. So they're looking at the Juice Plus company. And we can be so grateful that we said yes. Or if you have new people looking at potentially joining our company, oh my, the Juice Plus company out of Collierville, Tennessee, just a suburb of Memphis, is definitely a place to look hard. And why? Because of this gentleman, Jay Martin, the founder and president, started this business over 50 years ago. And what did he want to do? He wanted to build a stable and lasting company that will allow as many people as possible to realize their dreams, not his dreams, but our dreams. And that gentleman has done just that. So when we take a look at our company mission of inspiring healthy living around the world, just like Sharon shared, we started out in 1970. Jay Martin started out in his garage. And now we have got all these years later with Juice Plus being introduced in 1993 as the most researched brand name nutritional product of its kind in the world. We've got the best of the best. And we are so proud to be celebrating 50 years this year, 50 years of being in business when so many businesses are going out of business or barely hanging on. And how fun to be part of a global company. Oh my goodness, we just had this last weekend international conference that I was able to, listen into part of it. It was recorded and you still can too. Thousands of people are joining our company around the world. I listened at that conference and they said since January to October, just over 20,000 people have joined the company throughout Europe. So let's take a look at what's going on here. These are some of the countries that we're in. Our newest ones over on the right-hand side joined us this year, Romania with 90 million people, Malaysia and Singapore with over 640 million people. And then just recently, Mexico is our 26th country with 128 million people, and Portugal with 10 million. We are expanding right and left. And when you can take a look at our global office in Memphis, Collierville to be exact, and then we have another London, UK office in Maidenhead, we are just exploding with the Czech Republic to be opening soon this year with 10 million people, and Brazil, 212 million people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so exciting. Do you know, Sharon, I don't know whether you remember or not, but in 1988, when I joined, they said, we're going to be expanding outside the United States. And I think we then went into Canada. So this has been so exciting, so exciting. And who is helping us? Who's at the helm? Who's supporting us besides Jay Martin? Well, we've got 500 employees worldwide at the Juice Plus company. And we have Jason LaChance in this area. I think maybe that's who you are working with too. But these are all regional directors who are so influential in helping all of us in the 3 major areas all across the United States, giving us guidance. And I think what is so very important, what holds us together, what makes us stand out as a company is our values. Because we take a look at longevity, we focus on long-term well-being of our community, of our customers, of our partners. We strive to have not only quality products, but also quality resources and services, and we attract quality on-purpose people. We also emphasize simplicity so that we can have a lot of duplication, as well as working with a community of healthy living that takes more than just a healthy body, but of like-minded, proactive people who are all going in the same direction with a common purpose. And authenticity. Oh my goodness, we want real relationships, not fake pretend relationships, supportive of one another, and being very approachable with our core beliefs. And they want to know how we feel. They ask us for our input. And you know, when people are saying, I don't know, this is looking pretty interesting, what exactly do I have to do? Well, the company takes care of all the manufacturing of our products. They take care of research and development. They process all of our orders for us and ships directly to our customers, collects the payments, tracks what our customers are doing, helps us with follow-up, tracks our partners, gives us reports, maintains website for both Juice Plus and our Tower Garden, provides online and YouTube training, assists in lead generation, creates marketing tools for us so we don't have to reinvent the wheel, and pays us and our teams. What do? We share what we do. We share our Juice Plus product line and the Tower Garden. They take care of all the rest. And wouldn't you agree? What a relief to not have to be doing all those other things. We just share from our heart what Juice Plus is and what it's done for us. So why is our Juice Plus company so appealing? We have a rock star here. We've got real food, real products, and we've got real research, over 40 clinical studies done on people, not rats, mice, and chickens. We've got healthcare professionals and leading doctors and medical schools wanting to recommend Juice Plus. Our business model is so unique, it's really a hybrid. What Jay Martin wisely did was he took from direct sales that we could talk to somebody one-on-one. He took from network marketing that we could work and teach and duplicate ourselves. He took from franchising the idea of a brand name product, and he took from corporate America a benefit package. When you take a look at what companies are doing and not doing today, they're getting rid of benefit packages. What's the Juice Plus company doing? They're adding more. We have major medical, dental, disability, life, prescription, vision, chiropractic care, $3,000 a month for which we qualify, expense allowance, and $1,000, during the holiday season to treat our families. I am so grateful for the benefit package. And what's so great, especially now, is we don't have to have offices and boardrooms and secretaries and payrolls. We get to work from home. And we have multiple doors of entry. Some people really are all about the Juice Plus, helping others with their health. Some people are saying, oh, I get that, Tower Garden. I want to share those and set up urban farms and take these to restaurants. I really appreciate that shred 10, or maybe the business aspect of it. And we invite people who want to work with us on a part-time or a little bit more time flexibility. Whatever they want is perfectly good with us. And our opportunity appeals to the younger generation, to stay-at-home parents, people who are middle-aged, and retirees who maybe want extra income because healthcare costs are exorbitant, or they just want to keep their brain sharp. So when we have a company that has a solid mission of which we can be proud, a system that we can plug into, a benefit program that is expanding, resources for education and duplication and recognition, you know what, you guys? We have got it all. So this is what I'd like to share with you in terms of strategies for success. I think it all starts with beliefs. We need to believe in Juice Plus. We need to be a product of the product. And I invite all of you, use everything. Get a tower garden. Believe in the wellness industry. My goodness, in 2020, this is the perfect time to be in this industry. And our Juice Plus company is just going wild. We are having so much fun and expanding around the world, as I shared. You know, in Europe, they shared that in May, they promoted 29 new national marketing directors. In June, 31 new national marketing directors. Since January to October, 20,000 new partners came into the business just in Europe. And the United States, what about us? We have been breaking all kinds of records since the last 50 years. And you need to believe in yourself. And I'm so grateful that we've taken in-house the Brene Brown personal development courses. So another suggestion would be develop an entrepreneurial mindset rather than an employee mindset. What do I mean by that? You own your own virtual franchise. You don't, you do a lot of work in companies when you're an employee, but you don't make all that much money. It's quite the opposite. If we do a lot of work, we're able to go ahead and grow a big team and earn some substantial income. But know the game you're in. Let's think about it. We don't have hours. We set our own. We don't have a boss. We don't have to go to an office. We volunteered for this. You can join our company with no entrepreneurial experience, $52 to join our company. Too many in network marketing, unfortunately, have an employee mentality. So let's take a look at the other side of the coin. What is that entrepreneur mindset? Well, that's where we want to affect and help other people. We pull people up. We don't push them down, unfortunately, like in some companies. And, you know, you think of the bigger picture all the time because the carrot is always out there and that carrot is sweet. And when you have an entrepreneur mindset, you must learn and acquire a lot of new skill sets. And they're so exciting because you know it's going to grow your business and it's going to grow you too. And I love what Paulo Teixeira of our company says, you can do well for yourself while doing good for others. That makes me feel good. And I'm sure it makes all of you feel good when you're adding to people's health, when you're adding to people's wealth, when you're adding to relationships and friendships. So I have a quick question for you. 5 frogs are sitting on a log and 4 decide to jump off. How many are left? Well, the answer is 5 because a decision is not an action. Take action. We must go into action. What we think or what we know or what we believe is, in the end, of little consequence. The only consequence is what we do. So as you heard from Sharon, you know, I've been in this company over 32 years. I've learned a lot from Sharon Rankin, just a mentor, a role model for me. I wanted to be like Sharon. And what have I learned from her and other wonderful people? Our company doesn't pay us for what we know. It pays us for what we do. And it's surprising how many partners get bogged down in analyzing and planning and organizing when what they really need to do is just go into action, you know. So over all these 32 years of teaching and coaching other people in the business, I found the thing that separates those who make senior sales coordinator, qualifying national marketing director and above. They took action. You know, we all make mistakes in the beginning. I certainly did, but we learn from them and we become better. And we all face obstacles, but we learn to ignore or circumvent them. Now, one time I shared at a boot camp, I think it was out in Denver, maybe 300-400 people were out there. Who wants a $100 bill? And people just looked at me, and I'm standing on the stage and I'm holding up a very good $100 bill. Finally, a girl way in the back came running up and she said, I would like a $100 bill. And so I gave it to her. And she ran back and she was giggling and so happy and just, I think, skipping and almost ready to do a cartwheel. And I turned to the audience and I said, why didn't all of you come up? And I got answers like, well, I didn't want to look like I needed it, or I didn't think you'd really give it to me, or I was too far back in the room, or I didn't want to, look greedy, or I kind of thought other people needed it more than I would, or, I kind of thought people would laugh at me, or I was waiting for further instructions. Well, how you do anything is how you do everything. So some people, maybe in your family, maybe on your team, maybe next door neighbors, friends, or whatever, who only try so hard and then they quit something and jump to something else. Or people who start something but they never finish, or they get so caught up in what will people think, and they never really honor their own thoughts with action. So I'm going to give you an action step tonight. It's time to identify the patterns of what's holding you back. I'd like you to think about that and then share them with Sharon, maybe tomorrow or when you have coaching calls. And so the most successful people I know in our business, they have a very low tolerance for all this planning and talking about it. They're antsy to get going. Just like Sharon said when we were visiting at the beginning, she can hardly wait for Mondays. She wants to get going. And we were kind of laughing and giggling a little bit. That's how I feel too. We just want the games to begin. Many partners, though, fail to go into action because they're afraid to fail. So what? They don't want to look bad in front of whom? So what? Successful partners, though, on the other hand, realize that failure is just a really important way of learning something. And if we never fail, we never learn how not to fail. So it's best to fail forward rather than staying stuck in mediocrity and left behind. We were meant for more. You are meant for more. So your next action step is participate in the Juice Plus and team campaigns that you have going on. And if you don't have one, create some campaigns of your own. And then build a future, leave a legacy. You want to be known for something in our business. Sponsor wide. WIT provides income. Bring people into your business every month, and build deep. Depth provides security. And I found this picture, I want to inspire people. I want someone to look at me and say, because of you, I didn't give up. And so those are things you want to duplicate, keep frontlining, keep going wide. And why is frontlining so important? Well, this is the person who is, personally sponsored by you. It gives you a buddy. You're always looking for a buddy. And in many of our promotions, it fulfills a structure requirement. You have to have so many frontline people to you, so many legs or lines. And the promotional product volume adds to your performance bonus and to your promote out bonus. And you get company incentives. It creates immediate income. It creates a growing and stable business. It keeps you fun and keeps you current. Sets an example for your team. People are always watching, and you have to kind of think about it. Some partners go away.
Yeah.
Now, I was 41 years old when I joined this business. Who was I frontlining? I was frontlining people my age and older. Some of those people are not on this earth any longer, if you know what I mean. So sponsor young. You start taking a look at those 20 and 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds. Wow, I had found myself single. I had helped put this gentleman through law school. We had a wonderful life, but I was no longer married and I needed to land on my feet. And if I wanted to create a good life, who was going to do it? Nila. So take a look here at reality. Safety in numbers and the law of averages. This is the rule of 4. You frontline 4 people. 1 will sit on the fence, watch, and analyze. 1 will quit. 1 will do a little. And 1 will do a lot. So think about how many people do you want to frontline every month. Every month. Okay. Now, this is what really got me. I must tell you, this is what really got me. And I know there's a lot of numbers and words on here, but when I saw this, it was like breathing fresh air into my lungs. I remember where I was sitting. I was just months old in the business. There are no limits to the number of people that you can frontline sponsor to you. And the computer does all the work for you to find out who the qualifiers are. Now let's take a look. In the red, you sponsored one partner. Let's take a look over here on the left in the blue. Today, with our compensation plan, to be in performance bonus, you need to have 1,800 PPV points, we'll just call it. That's effective once you're a qualifying sales coordinator and above. For a promote out bonus, you need to generate 5,400 points, and that goes into effect at sales coordinator. And you're going to go ahead and get 3%, and that's all good and well through the first qualified sales coordinator. I want you to take a look at the right-hand side. When you have a person who's qualified, let's take a look at this. Your frontline person generated 650 points. He sponsored someone who did 469. That person sponsored someone who did 2,800. Okay, the computer is going to take a look at generations, not people or levels, generations of qualifiers, and that's what you get paid on. So you're going to get paid 3% on all that volume or all those points. Mm-hmm. Well, let's keep going down. That person sponsored someone who did 1,200, then 1,600. Here's the next person who did 3,240. Yes, that's good enough. That's over 1,800 points. Well, as a qualifying sales coordinator, you get paid 3 generations deep. Well, 3% of all of that volume to the third generation, they're going to cut you a check for $385.68. But what if you're a qualifying sales coordinator, you get with 4 generations, and you have 4 lines wide who are in bonus, they're going to pay you another generation deep. Now you're going to earn $528.69. But what if you're a qualifying national marketing director above? They're going to pay you 5 generations. So now you've got almost $700. This was exciting, but you know what really got me excited? This is one person who sponsored one person, who sponsored just one person. They're going to search down 3, 4, 5 generations of qualifiers going off in all directions, all levels from that one person. And then what if you sponsor frontline 10 people who are in bonus? It goes off in all those directions. This blew my mind. I was so pumped. I thought, Nila, teach, duplicate. You can find these people. And wow, today is the time. And I know Sharon has taught you this. You've seen this on Juice Plus Insights. They are rewarding you, a brand new person who has a qualified business. First month, October, $50. Second month again, November, another $50. Qualified business, $100. In December, you can earn $200. And what I like about this incentive is that it's good for brand new people. It's good for people who've maybe been out of bonus and get back in bonus. It's been for seasoned people. And Sharon can go through this and explain it a little bit more. But also have fun creating team campaigns and contests. I mean, a while ago, our team, the Peak team, we did a 48-hour Zoom-a-thon with contests and so forth. We've got another one coming up in November. We did one over the summer where we were getting more healthy starts for families, and the NMDs were donating money so we could give to inner city children and Elevate. It's across the country, inner city type of organization that helps kids. We've got monthly challenges. One I just did with my team was called Seize the Sizzle, where they were given points for getting in bonus, sponsoring, box count, and so forth. First prize was whoever in August had the most points. I sent my housekeeper over to clean her house for $100. Whoa, you can tell me people were after that. Second place was dinner with Nila on the plaza. Okay, that was worth $70. Third place was a pedicure with Nila and a glass of wine or beverage of your choice. Now, Gary Smith won that, and we had a pedicure. It was his first ones together. You know, the salon was hooting and hollering, and he was rolling up his pant legs, and we had a big old time. And then a $25 gift card. So you just need to have fun with your team. And, you know, whether it's at conferences or whether it's doing trainings in your home when we can have them, or, you know, at boot camps, or the top picture here, Sean and Jennifer and I, we had a roaring 20s party. Here in the top left, we've got, you know, a party that the company put on. So we were the pink ladies. So we just have fun. It's all about relationships. That's what will keep people in the business. And it's all about sideline relationships too. Sharon, this was Dallas at the Eltons. You can see Davey and his bolo. You know, we went out to J.R. Ewing's ranch, remember?
Yep.
And then
Yep,
just
I do.
recently, Sharon was talking about the Whistler Canada event where we went last summer or so, and we had dinner with so many of our NMD friends, and here's Sharon and Jacobex, Ron and Nancy and Sandy Campagna. We, you know, we're at the Olympic site, and then we girls had to buy kind of little fur trim capes, so we just treated ourselves and had a big time with Jay and everybody. So that's what it's all about. But I love what Simon Bowler said. He said, you know, for my 30 years, I've seen people come and go, jump from one company to the next, thinking the grass may be greener on the other side. Crazy thing is, I've never seen anybody, you know, leave and become even more successful. So what is the key here? Choose the right company. You guys, we've got the right company. We got the best company out there. Be part of the mission. Manage your expectations. You'll have highs and lows, but go to Sharon, go to your team leaders, go to your sponsors. Use the system. Don't reinvent the wheel, and work on your personal development. Have integrity. Put your team before yourself. Don't pay any attention to those negative people. Use the products, as I said. Be consistent, persistent. Make sure your goals are written and share them verbally. Keep the events scheduled. You know, you must have major events several times a month, and manage your time and never quit. And I love what Simon Bowler said just recently. You will enjoy 2 years results in 6 months by working hard now. So my thought was, I just want to go on more adventures, be around good energy, and connect with people and learn things and grow. Do you want to do it too? Here I am with my backpack in Positano. I love Italy. And I not only love Italy, I love the traveling to Greece and Rome and Spain and being able to go on an African safari and going home for Easter and being with my family and giving. I gave $2,000 to the young ladies up in the right-hand corner in Africa. They 10 to 13-year-old girls often get raped in their villages by the men with HIV and AIDS. Well, then what happens? They get it and their babies get it. But if you can send them to school, so I was able to send 20 girls to school. It felt so good to give to my Iowa church back home, to have fun at the Eltons and just, you know, just have fun and be happy. So that's what this is all about. So bottom line is, you know, Juice Plus bridges the gap between what we probably are eating, or not really us, but probably should be eating. And when you take a look at the Juice Plus company, we bridge over troubled waters. Yes, people have gone bankrupt and lost jobs and closed businesses and are laid off. But what do we have? Because we're the bridge over troubled waters. We have time flexibility and job flexibility, supplemental income and a better life. And we go way beyond sales coordinator. So I encourage you, stop waiting until you know more. You have more confidence, you have more time. Happiness is achieved when you stop waiting for it and make the most of the moment you're in now. So you want to know a secret? I will greet this day with love in my heart, for this is the greatest secret of success in all ventures. Muscle can split a shield and even destroy life, but only the unseen power of love can open the hearts of men. And until I master this art, I will remain no more than a peddler in the marketplace. I will make love my greatest weapon, and none on whom I call can defend against its force. So where does this take us? Back to the Juice Plus company and back to partners like us. The Juice Plus company is created for a time like this. We are designed for a time like this. Why? Because we partners show big hearts by inspiring healthy living and giving around the world. Thank you.
Oh, Nila, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. What a blessing to have you on our call this evening on our Zoom. And I'm going to stop your screen share. So I know people want to say thank you to you for sure, or I'll.
Let's see if I can.
Can you do that?
Thanks, Nila.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you guys want to say thank you to Nila. I mean, I've taken 2 pages of notes. And if you needed some belief building, if you're new and you needed belief building, you got it. If you needed reminder of why we're doing what we are doing, certainly, Nila, you shared that with us tonight. So I could listen to you every week over and over. Thank you so much, Nila. I love it. I love it that we're doing this journey together. So be blessed. Thank you again. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And this was recorded. We will post it on Facebook and Zoom on the Mission Possible Zoom. So have a great week, everybody. Thank you, Nyla.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Nyla.
Bye, Nyla.
Sharon.
Thank you.
My pleasure. You're delightful.
Awesome to see you.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
So-
Good night.